Let me show you the new units that are arriving on the New Year Step Up banner for at least Global Dokkan, so that way you can determine whether summoning on this banner or not is worth it for you. And I will say, we all know this banner gets updated every single year, but the banner actually seems a lot better than what at least what I thought it would be, considering, going through each individual unit. I will say thank you for being here. Thank you for the love and support. Just being here does mean a lot to me. We are trying to hit 100K before the end of the year, and whether you want to join that now or later is up to you. Again, I appreciate your support. And let's just hop into the video. So if we take a look at the last year, the 2023 Step Up banner, and we just scroll all the way down to the LRs. Let's just focus on the LRs first. So taking a look at this, the most recent LRs added to this list were the 7th year anniversary LR. So we had Goku as well as Vegeta being the 2022, excuse me, the 2022 July releases. There is no character or any other LR on this list that appeared on this banner after July of 2022, which means that Goku and Vegeta, or at least the anniversary LRs, they were the cutoff date, which means that we can assume the same with this upcoming banner. The only issue is that Kai Goku here, as well as our other parts who are the Gohan, these are carnival LRs, and to be completely honest with you, I don't know if they're going to include carnival LRs on this banner. I mean, it's definitely possible, but some part of me just doesn't make sense. So sorry, it's not that it wouldn't make sense, it's just that part of me doubts it, but another part of me is like, well, why wouldn't they? So let's just assume for a second that they do include Carnival LRs on this New Year Step Up banner. Then that means we'll have both of these two, as well as this STR Carnival Goku right here, because he is a LR that released in February, right, of 2023. And again, this is the cutoff date. These were the cutoff dates. So every other LR that dropped before them made it to the banner, right? So for example, Goku and Piccolo was right before the anniversary. This was, of course, Golden Week. This was in February of 2022. So again, it's just, anyways, let's just move on here. So if they do include Carnival LRs, it's going to be Kai Goku, as well as this unit, and I'll show you a better visual in a second, as well as the Carnival Goku here. And other LRs that will definitely make the cut, regardless of whatever, because they're not Carnival LRs, is going to be Golden Frieza, since he released in January. Bulma, since she released in May, literally the same slot as something like the Goku and Gohan character here, right? As well as LR Super Buu. Just go ahead and delete this for 1 second. So with that said, this is what the visual looks like. If they do include Carnival LRs, then these are all the new LRs you can expect to be added to the Carnival Step Up lineup, right? If they don't include these Carnival LRs, then unfortunately we're only looking at these three right here. Definitely not great if it's just these three. I do think, again, part of me thinks that they really would include Carnival units. Part of me just for some reason kind of doubts it. I don't know. It's just, I think they should, right? So I think this is definitely a good, unit list to expect, at least for the new LRs for the New Year Step Up. And let me just go ahead and delete all of this now, since I don't want all of these tabs open. Now let's talk about the Dokkan Festival side of this. What new Dokkan Festival cards will be added to the lineup here, especially for the, 4th step. And again, if we look at all of these characters here, the character that I guess released, or the newest character on this lineup for Global Dokkan, was Physical Raditz. So Physical Raditz, not Relatitz, Physical Raditz, released in August of 2022. So every Dokkan Fest before him, but of course after the New Year Step Up Festival, will be included in this banner. Same way if you look at it now, right? Vegeta was a Saiyan Day unit that released before Raditz released on Global. These two, of course, were the Golden Week units. Ginyu was in May. Of course, we had this guy in January. We had these two that dropped in April. So all the Dokkan Fest before physical Raditz made it to this banner, so it will be the same exact thing this year. So which characters released before, or which characters would make it this year based off of, you know, the cutoff date. So first things first, we have this Goku right here. He released in February of 2023. He will make the cut, as well as Tech Bardock, March of 2023. We also have Saiyan Day God Goku, who made the cut. We also have Int Yamcha, who makes the cut. We also have both of the Golden Week Dokkan festivals in Piccolo Jr., as well as World Tournament Goku, both making the cut. We also have the androids here, May 17, they made the cut. And then last but not least, we have the August cutoff date Dokkan Festival character, which is Kale. So just like how he was a August Dokkan Fest that acted as the cutoff date, Kale this year will be the cutoff date. So every release, including and before Kale, every Dokkan Festival release, including Kale and before Kale, or I guess the easier way to say it is every Dokkan Fest up until the release of Kale, including her, will make it to the Dokkan Festival banner. So that means we're looking at something like this. These are the new Dokkan Festivals you can expect to be added to the New Year Step Up lineup. And then when it comes to like the other tiers here, or the other, you know, step 1, step 2, step 3, I think the way it's going to work is that some of these characters will just, you know, sprinkle down to the earlier steps, which would make these earlier steps a lot better, right? Because instead of summoning again on this step and getting something like STR Bojack, you're getting an updated Dokkan Fest like, you know, STR Kid Buu. So some of these LRs here can sprinkle down to the second step, which I doubt it, because these are very, very old LRs. We might see, you know, an updated thing like this. So maybe they include, I don't know, like LR Goku Black and some of the 90% LR, stuff like that, right? And then when it comes to step 4 units can definitely sprinkle down to step 3. They might just overall update, you know, the step 1 Dokkan. Like, we're going to have to see how or what they decide to do, because we don't really know the way they're going to rotate in or out of these units. But we do know specifically the new units that are going to be added to this banner. And then every other unit here can just sprinkle down and make the other previous steps a lot better. So with that said, I'll also let you know that if it remains the same as previous years, you're going to need 600 Dragon Stones in total. You can only do 3 rounds or 3 rotations, and every single rotation is going to cost you a total of 200 Dragon Stones. So 2 times 3 is 6. You're going to need 600 Dragon Stones to do every single step. And you're going to be guaranteed literally a character per multi. And by that I mean you're going to be guaranteed Super Extreme or Category Lead in step 1, an LR in step 2, a Super Extreme Category Lead in step 3, same in step 4, which of course is a better pool, right? Like as you go down, the pool of characters you can pull from just, you know, gets better. And remember that you can also pull LRs in step 1, step 2. Like you can pull LRs are not restricted to step 2 and step 5 only. You can pull, you know, if you end up summoning, you can pull LR Bulma, right? On where's LR Bulma at? I deleted her. You can end up pulling LR Bulma on like all steps if you know, got lucky enough to do that. So just, you know, keep that in mind. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you going to be summoning? Are you going to be skipping? The New Year Step Up banner is looking really good if they definitely include all of these characters, and they definitely should, just based off of the cutoff and how they've always handled the cutoff units. So we'll have to see about how they decide to handle the Carnival LRs. But again, I'm confident they will, but I'm also we'll have to see. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.